Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming from Retroware TV, Pat, Billy, and Jay!
How's everyone doing? Woo! I'm Pat Contry. Alongside me, we have Billy Hudson, Jay Hatfield, the Game Chasers. How's everyone doing? Yeah. So, there's only 3 of us here right now. That's kind of weird. Didn't we come up with the 4th guy? I don't know.
I don't know.
Is there a 4th guy? Who's the 4th guy? We have to find out who the 4th member is.
Everyone's always been asking that, but...
Yeah. All right, where's that room? Nice hop there, Joey. You're so science. So that was actually shot at MagFest earlier this year. And we have a lot of fun at Retroware TV. That's just a little example. When people try to ask me what Retroware TV is, it's like, you know, all of us have our own sort of like YouTube channels, websites, so why, you know, be on Retroware TV? Well, the fact of the matter is there's a lot of projects you can't do on your own. There's a lot of things you can't do on your own. So sort of like, you know, how some, you know, in the 70s you had like super group bands where you had like all these guys joining together. Not that we're playing music.
Traveling Wilburys of the online reviewing community or something?
No one got that reference. But 3 people did. But the fact of the matter is, stuff like that silly video, we couldn't do on our own. We couldn't do something called the Video Game Years on our own. Has anyone heard of the Video Game Years? We have a few. Do you want to maybe show them?
All right, well, you might want to explain first.
Okay, you're about to see 1980s around the corner for the Video Game Years. Right now we're going to re-show you one that if you haven't seen it, you know, it's new. If you've seen it, it's not. But it's 1979 Part 4, which is Asteroids and Intelligence. So 80s around the corner. Yeah, you can clap. That's not a bad show.
Something you might notice is that we have, we're kind of expanding beyond the, initially when we started the series, we had mostly Retroware people kind of waxing nostalgic about all these older systems. And we're kind of branching out. We have John Gamester, who's contributed quite a bit to the Intellivision segment there. Chris Kohler from Wired. Keith Robinson, who actually developed for the Intellivision and now owns the company. He liked it so much he bought the company. But we also have people coming up in future episodes, such as Howard Phillips, who was the game master, ran almost everything at Nintendo of America back in the 80s, from the Howard and Nestor comic strips as well. And Bob Mackey from Retronauts, and of course Tommy Tallarico. So.
And we could have a couple other guys dropping in to say hi. So yeah, 80's gonna be big. 80, you got, what do you have? You have the big ones. You have Pac-Man. You have,
never heard of that one.
No, Fistful Command. Centipede.
That's it.
Game & Watch. So 80's gonna be a pretty big big year.
Yeah, and that should be coming out pretty shortly. I would expect in the next week or so at Retroware TV.
What's on overpromised though?
I think it's right. It's there right now. If you check. No,
well, it's not yet. So we got Billy and Jay here. So if you guys aren't familiar with them, they're not really saying anything right now, but
hello. You guys can talk too.
You can talk. No, y'all are going. So we actually have a preview of the next Game Chasers episode.
That show sucks.
You guys want to see a preview of the next episode?
Yeah!
Oh, okay.
All right then.
Also, I believe after this we're going to have a bit of a Q&A session.
Yeah.
So start thinking up amazing questions to stump us right now.
Well, it's not trivia.
I know.
Could be trivia.
So it will be very good finds, guys. Even I'm impressed by the sealed Ocarina of Time. Very nice.
Told you that show sucked.
Yeah, actually, 8-Bit Eric is here with us this trip. Stand up and say hello.
That's the sucker. Now we love our Eric.
So now, I guess we can do a little Q&A if you guys have any questions about any of the shows or Retroware TV. There's a microphone in the back, so maybe you can just line up.
Yeah.
I don't know how we want to do this.
Please queue up behind the man in the top
Please
hat.
queue up behind the man in the top hat. That'd probably be the easiest.
This guy had a question. He's running for it.
And then
I have a question. Will
we don't have any.
that Joe and Mac 2 for $5?
I'll trade you those Nintendo Powers.
Why don't you tell the story of the Nintendo Powers? Give people.
Oh, okay, yeah. This guy right here catches me slipping. I admit it. He got some
Yesterday.
first issue Nintendo Powers. So I'm talking not issue 1, but the second one.
It's
And
like-
I think what below 20.
It's like 2 through 30.
Yeah. And the ones that usually, the early ones that always have the staples, and you always find them in really bad condition, obviously. These things look like they've never been touched, like ever, by human hands. And, oh, how much did you get for it?
Well, there were a few that were as pricey as like $2 each. but
Oh, yeah, you know.
Most of them
Yeah.
were a buck. So.
No, but the guy had them in a box and was basically, oh, I don't know, $1 each.
And I was trying to be nice to the seller and saying, hey,
No.
Joey's getting these for too low. You can charge at least triple what you're charging. But he didn't want to take my nice advice.
No,
I don't know why.
I believe your nice advice was, Woo, you're scamming this guy. Thanks a lot.
Hey, why don't you just like go download them online or something?
What really drives me crazy about it is the fact that, yeah, I can go and spend a few more dollars on, you know, a volume 2 or whatever, but it's never, ever going to be in that good a condition.
They were not even red, but all right.
That's too bad.
We're enough of our shenanigans. So, any questions? Let's go. If you have any questions about Retroware TV or Joey's show, or
You guys swivel around the mic. This one's not working, unfortunately.
okay, you guys share a mic over there.
Go ahead and come up to the stage and ask your question.
Yeah. Q, come forward.
Yeah.
I don't think we have
Or
any
give it a stand. Joe,
games
give
to
it a
give away
stand.
like
Yeah,
the
we'll-
Jane guys.
Put the stand up there. Just that'd be better. There we go.
Hey, dude, you almost
Don't take up the audience, Joey. Oh, jeez.
Never said I was good at this. There you go.
Nice and tall.
There you go.
Now I know how you got hurt exercising.
What? My old football injury from Atari football?
Oh, is that
I
it?
told you trackball sucked.
All right.
After watching that episode and prior episodes, is it really that easy to find games that cheap in Texas?
It's a lot easier than other parts of the country, I can tell you that much. But what a lot of people don't know is what you see on the screen is only about 10% of what we actually do. And, you know, of every find we get, there's so many more misses. But we're not going to air all the misses, obviously.
Game collecting is about a lot of perseverance. Like you said, you can go out 10 times and not find anything, but I said 11 times,
Exactly.
you can strike oil.
Or should I rephrase that? Is it easy to find people who are too stupid to go on eBay?
I wouldn't say that people are stupid if they don't look on eBay. A lot of times people want to move stuff, and if you want to get full eBay prices, a lot of times you have to go through the hassle of listing the item, waiting for it to close, answering questions about, well, is there any marks on the label? You know, is the seal on the game a little off? And then you got to ship them out, and then you can have some people try to, you know, get it for free by saying there's issues, and a lot of people don't like it. You know, that's why there's brick and mortar used game stores. They don't want to go through eBay. It's a hassle for them.
That's why there's Goodwill.
Yeah.
I will attest that for whatever reason, it seems like it's harder to find good deals on retro games on the East Coast for some reason.
It does seem that way.
Very
We
odd.
only tried it once, but we didn't have any
Well,
luck.
yeah, okay, so I'm in North Carolina. I have a really hard time finding anything like a good deal. And I was talking to Dane, who founded Nintendo Age, who lives in my area as well, and he said the same thing. He's like, it's very difficult for him. He has a few secret spots that he lets slip. Yeah, but
Well, didn't you say that Texas is where retro games go to die?
apparently, because you guys trip over like Battletoads Double Dragon walking down the
Yeah,
street.
I'm walking down the street, there's the Earthbound, I'm like, whoa!
Whoa!
Flintstones, Little Samson too. Don't forget those.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Thanks for the question.
Besides Rue, who else speaks Japanese?
Who reads Japanese?
Do you
Read,
actually speak
speak, or
Japanese?
write.
Read, speak, or write Japanese.
I say Ohio, which means
Pete Dore does.
Konnichiwa.
Actually, well, Justin Carmichael, who does the You Can Play This series in Retro TV, he's fluent in some Japanese. Actually, his series is about Japanese import games.
And I'm addicted to it. Yeah.
It's a great game, or a great series. Also, Eric, who does Let's Get, who's in video game years, he knows quite a bit about Japanese. He's a fan of the Japanese. I don't know. Anyone else? Derek Alexander, the Happy Video Game Nerd.
Yes.
Oh, he's very cool.
He also think he's also a fan of Japanese culture. So
Doesn't he
doesn't
do on some of your videos?
He did on my Rise of the RPG video. He provided one of the voices. I think maybe he did Yuji Horii or something.
Sounds good too.
That's what it was. Yeah, the creator of Dragon Quest. So yeah, he did a good job. He was very distinctly Derek, though. You could tell it was Derek talking.
You can hear the alarm.
Thanks for the question. Yes, sir.
Okay, I got 2 questions. First of all, do you remember me from last year?
I do. You're a little shorter. You grew up about 6 inches from last year, though. I do remember. I do remember your question, roughly.
What did you steal from him?
Well,
I asked you about if you could sign my Sega Genesis, and you
that's right. Did I ever sign it? I don't think I ever signed it.
No,
You have it here?
because it's like
That
the
was actually
devil would
nice.
sign my Bible. But and then what is the scariest moment you ever had in a game?
The scariest moment in a game?
Like Clock Tower?
Oh, like being
Or being actually scared?
Yeah, jump scare. I don't know, whatever.
You know, I always go back to Doom on the PC. If you were playing that, like, 93 when it came out, and late at night, Saturday night, no friends to go out and, I don't know, what are you doing when you're
You had no friends?
I had no friends anymore.
I'm shocked.
Anyway, so,
He still does it.
you had a lot of, like, jump scares in Doom, and a lot of the atmosphere was very dark, and those are the first games sort of like that, where you just walk into a room and all of a sudden, the door behind you shuts, and now you have giant pigs coming to eat you, coming in all directions. So I think it's still a scary game. Think of that.
Somewhat recently, Clock Tower for the Super Nintendo was surprisingly scary, actually, genuinely. As a kid, though, I was probably more scared. Super Castlevania 4, there were parts in that were mainly because I would play it like at 1 in the morning or something like that. But it's just a very atmospheric game. But I do distinctly remember when I first played Dragon Warrior as a kid. This is weird. Stick with me. I remember distinctly in the instruction booklet, it would say, it would have a big warning. It said, "Warning, do not cross the bridges until you're ready for them because the monsters are stronger across them." And I would be petrified to cross the bridges, like, "Oh no, the slimes are gonna get me." So I would like sit around and grind for hours and hours and hours until I could finally cross the bridge. And I was like, "Oh, well, now it's not so hard." That's because I was like level 10 before I crossed the first bridge because the stupid instruction manual had me scared of my wits.
All right, I'm taking the mic away.
The most terrified I've ever been in a game is when I was playing Eternal Darkness.
I got that.
And I thought the game, erased my save data. Because I don't know if you know anything about the game, when your insanity meter starts going down, the game actually starts to mess with you. It makes it look like the TV volume's going down, and all this freaky stuff starts happening. One of them, it looks like your GameCube is just crashed and everything's gone, and yeah, I literally started sweating when that happened.
I'm actually going to agree with Billy. When I was playing it, the screen went white and it was fuzzy, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? And I almost turned off the GameCube, and then it came back on. I was like, this slime motherfucker. Sorry. But, yeah. I know there's children in here.
Yeah, man.
I've been doing that for a year and a half.
More important thing is, are you going to sign his Genesis already?
I would, yeah.
If you have it, I would sign it.
No, you're not. No.
Oh, too bad.
Well, relax, Pat. You got
Security? Do you have security?
I could just see the malice in his face when he answered that too.
That was a setup, by the way.
I like that.
Good question.
I regret giving you that Tick game for Super Nintendo in box.
Did I mention it was $5?
Yeah.
Hey Pat, big fan. Question for everybody. Out of all the games you've played, which one has your favorite soundtrack or specific track? Take your pick.
I'm going to go, y'all don't mind, I'll go first. I play a lot of new stuff. God of War, like 1, 2, and 3, the soundtracks on those are amazing. Rayman Origins also, I really like the soundtrack on those.
I'm gonna go with some Sunsoft games. I love the freaking main theme song, stage 1 from Gremlins 2. Absolutely love it. The Batman theme, I love that.
Oh yeah. Gimmick? Mr. Gimmick?
I wouldn't know because I don't have the game.
Yeah, Pat.
Why don't you come off it, man? And of course, it's a cliche answer, but I mean, how could you not be nostalgic over the Super Mario, thing? So I'm gonna go with those.
That music sucks.
Hey, respect Mario.
Oh, so renowned. You mentioned it, Mr. Gimmick, which did not come out in the U.S. The prototype was finished. I did a review of what you saw. The music in Mr. Gimmick is absolutely incredible. Most people haven't heard of it. If they heard it, they'd be like, wow, this ranks up there with all the other NES soundtracks, if not